Good afternoon, good evening, welcome along folks. How are we all doing today? We're back. It's been a few days, I've been away, but welcome everyone. Hope you're all doing very well. So before we go too far, let's see who we've got in chat today. We've got 16 of us so far, so hello to Farmerman Videos, to Louis, to Cornish Lad, how are we doing? Kevin Frost, Witchy, hello Witchy, how are you today? We've got Alexander, we've got Asia Rudenal, I hope I pronounced that properly. Captain Simulations here as well. We've got Grayson and Yuso as well. Welcome along guys, hope you're all doing very, very well. How is everybody's Monday coming along? My Monday started out very well and then was even boosted a little bit, let's say, by the arrival of this lovely screenshot. Which frankly I think looks stunning. And we're going to be using this. That's a bit weird. We are going to be using this today. So all being well. It would be Tuesday actually. You're not wrong. Oh, that's weird. Okay, let me just see. Well, that's a little bit weird. Can everyone see me okay? I'm getting some mixed reviews back on my stream at the moment, which is a little bit odd. So do let me know if you can see me okay. And then we can. Oh, we can. Perfect. So yeah, we got this lovely screenshot today from Giants, which is the first new development blog really, which I would very much predict this is going to be the first in a new installment of the Ravencroft map, which does look rather impressive from the offset. And then we also received this secondary picture here, which is documenting our placeable objects for your own kind of style of being able to place and create and build your own map. So there we go. I think they look very fascinating. It's all very much tied into how the three new play modes are going to be operating. So you have the, rather than having that kind of easy or normal, hard, and well, easy, normal, and hard difficulty levels, you're going to have New Farmer, Farm Manager, and Start from Scratch. Start from Scratch being the hardest, where you have absolutely zero, you have limited funds, and you have to build everything up from there. And then New Farmer is where you get a kind of a balanced experience, allowing you to have some building, some machinery, some money. So kind of, it's an awesome little way to start the whole series off, really. I think it's quite fascinating. Really looking forward to see how that continues to develop and see what else we get from this. I'm going to be doing a little bit more of a drill down in this as the week goes on. We're going to be having something quite special in the not too distant future, actually. Next couple of days there should be something interesting coming out, to say the very least. But for now, let's just get back to what we know, shall we? And we will bring that up. Ta-da! We are back on the Lono Farm. God, I'm all over the place today. Thinking this Monday, thinking we're on the West Coast, absolutely all over the place. It's been one of those days, one of those weeks, really, I guess. Let's get this brought back down. Can't wait to build my. Oh, Grayson, I completely agree. It's going to be really fascinating to see how that works out. And I really hope you can build different styles of farms. So, like, one, you could start off building a, you know, like a kind of a more expansive North American farm where everything's a bit more stretched out. Or you could even build like a really tight, narrow little little farm, like a European or a British style farmyard. I think that'd be also very awesome to see. I don't know how maps like Bill Nox's maps are going to do. It's going to be very tricky, Captain Simulation, I think. Very tricky indeed. We'll be very intrigued to see and interested to see how that comes along. Oh, got a little bit more lag there. What is causing that? Well, that was weird. I've been playing around with some settings today, trying to get a few things to work a little bit more efficiently, and I thought we had it, but clearly not quite. Maybe it's... Anyway, we've just got to get one more load on the back of here as well. So how is everybody's Tuesday going? I'll get there in the end. What is everybody up to? How was your Monday? How's the week going? What are we looking forward to? Oh, I see, Captain, yeah. Well, that could be quite interesting to see how they do that. I want my little folks in the front. Lovely. So as you can see, we stacked up most, and we've already carted off some of the bales that we created in the last stream. Just to kind of get ahead of ourselves. We're not going to be carting bales all stream here. We want to get, we're going to finish up the last little bit of cultivation we've got to do, and then we're going to be heading off to plant some corn, all being well, towards the end. So that'll be quite good to get that off and running. Hey Louis, welcome along. How you doing? Haz as well, and Bucko, welcome along, guys. Didn't see you coming in there. Louis, I had a quick look at what you sent me this morning, and I think I had a mod conflict actually, so I couldn't do anything. I was going to put it on today, but I couldn't figure out which mod it was. So, but I'll send you a message once we're done detailing what I found. But definitely would appear to have been. Oh, that's going to push the other one off. I know. Lovely. So I thought we'd go with a tractor and loader today. Something I just prefer carting bales with a tractor and loader. My only other loader on here is a huge big wheeled loader, and I just don't like the way that kind of how that operates. So I thought we'd go for this route because at least I can kind of control it a little bit more. And as you can see, we've got 2 trailer loads of little hay bales over there that we need to get rid of soon. So we will be looking into that one. I'm not sure what to do with those. Should we keep those little hay bales or should we cast them off? What do you all think? There we go. Lovely stuff. And we'll get this put on properly, I think. Onwards. So what I really like, what I'm really excited about at the moment is to see that we have the start of the development blogs coming through from Giants. There's a slow trickle now of news coming through, which is great to see. No doubt that will continue to kind of turn into more of a torrent as we get closer to the time, closer to November really. But I think that's really great to see, actually. Delighted to see that come through. And with each new announcement, I'm getting more and more excited about it at the moment, I think. quite peculiar. Anyway, we'll try and shoulder run. We're going to drop this load off around the corner, then we've got like a little block of cultivate to finish. We'll bring the versatile back, and then we'll jump over and let's do it like. Then well, yeah, once that's done, we've got to set the course clear away. So on a cultivator, it's a lot of work to do today. I think there's going to have to be a huge array of placeables coming as well. I think that'll be really interesting to see how they do that. But then also, if you look at something like the West Coast as a map from a UK perspective, like how, I wonder how like areas of that map will be transformed so it can be a placeable area. Like, I know that the terrain is able to adjust, but I'd love to know how significantly that terrain would adjust for a certain, you know, let's say a huge yard that you put in place. If it will just flatten it all off, or how that's going to work. It's very intriguing. Oh, we're away there. We're going. I haven't heard about that foxtrot. No, that doesn't sound very good at all. Oh lord. It's been so bone dry everywhere though, it's hardly a surprise unfortunately. So like I was mentioning there, we've got a little bit of lag on here. I was working with some settings to try and improve some efficiencies, and I think it's, in some aspects, made it a little worse. Hey Alexander, welcome along. How are we doing today? We are doing multiple things actually. We're going to drop this load of hay off in our little barn we have around the corner. Then we're going to go and finish off a block of cultivating, bring the versatile back to the yard. And then we need to set course clear away with the big bud just to get another field done ahead of the corn planting. Oh no. Why would you do that? Everything was going so darn well. Oh, and we've got a pile up as well. Don't mind me, folks. I'll just skip that one there. $60 a wild foxtrot, that's not fun. So in answer to your question, Alex, what are we doing? We're just causing mayhem, it seems. Absolute mayhem. And now the traffic won't move, so we can get rid of those. Hey, Simulator Gaming, welcome along. The good news is GD wasn't here to see that, so small mercies. And we'll just have to go and collect those other ones very quickly. So we'll get this one first. Do I have my fork out still? Yes. How did this one end up down here? What were you doing? So as we get around this map, you may find that we've removed a few bits of equipment. There was a few bits that were causing quite a bit of a frame rate issue. So I thought it's best to kind of get rid of those, and we'll start again. So you'll see a few of those are gone, so there might be situations where we have to buy some new, but we'll see what we can do for that. I'm doing well, thank you, Yuso, assuming you're speaking to me. Okay, now we've got you. We've changed up our playlist music today. We've gone with happy playlist today, and I think it is, I don't know, Pretzel is doing a good job so far. Working pretty well. Got another car. Oh, for God's sake. Get on my way. I'm going to leave that bale there for now. I'm going to come back to that. Hey FK, welcome along. How you doing today? What's the weather like down with you, FK? Are you having storms at the moment? We've had so much rain in the last 24 hours. Much needed as well, I would say. Actually, let's stick these up high. How much shed room? Plenty of shed room. What, no storms, just wet. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's supposed to rain all day today with us and then be stormy again later on tonight, but I'll believe that when I see it, I think. Alright, we'll leave you there. Well, that's a new story for me, Sim. I'll have to get a hold of Frank and see what his plans are. Hey Dal, welcome along, how you doing? So we've got this little block here to do. This feels a bit of an odd shape, so I've done, where are we there? I've done most of it, we just got this little bit in the top left corner to do, and then we'll be good to go with this one, really. Okay, and away we go. It's 38 degrees with you guys. Good heavens, that's massively crazy. Hello Heather Jane, welcome along. How are you doing today? Welcome into the stream. Hope you're doing very well. How is your Tuesday going? That's what threw me off. I normally just stream Mondays. I'm playing catch up today. We've got 21 people coming to me watching the stream. If you have just joined, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you are new to the Simulation for the Nation channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe. Come and join in the fun. All of the fun. And what does everybody think who's just arrived of the new development screenshots that we saw this morning? I can't wait to see a little bit more about the placeables as that continues. I think it's fantastic, really fascinating. And a nice little shot of the of what we've seen of the first, what I would believe at least would be the American map Ravencroft. I think that looks very interesting. I'm doing very well, thank you, Heather. Very well indeed. Having a good old start to my Tuesday. We have got a little bit left to do with this first tile. The big bud is just over the other side of that barn, really, in that field there, ready to go. I do believe. The right one? Kind of, yeah. So we're going to get that working on courseplay, and then on day 7 of spring we shall be planting some corn, getting all that ready to go. Hey Bloodwolf, welcome along, how you doing? It's a nice little system actually, works really well. If I get to the stage on this map where we get like a super large corn harvest in the grounds, I think I'll look to use that massage bit for sure. I do like this versatile. I saw that Pure Farming has released an update, or a DLC I think it is actually, with Pure Farm, with Versatile as its big brand. So I was quite disappointed to see that they've gone to Pure Farming, but more Versatile mods in FS19 is a must in my eyes. I was just saying before you arrived, Farmer Klein, I completely agree. I really hope that, well, I'm really interested to see the variation of the placeables that will be available. I think it'll be great to see how many different models there are, how many different styles, so kind of like North American, European, British, South American would be great to see. And I really, really hope that you can actually place them like right next to each other. As we all know, in current environments at the moment, when you place a placeable object, you can't place it too close to other objects, so I hope like the footprint is being reduced. And I'd love to see how that works with adjusting terrain, adjusting kind of the level of the terrain to suit the placeable object you're trying to insert. That'd be really fascinating to see how that all pieces together. I like the idea of the extreme difficulty level, and just trying to completely start from scratch and have, you know, a limited amount of funds and see how that goes. See how see which way you choose to go. Do you choose to get more machinery? Do you choose to build a bigger farm? Like, how does it all work? Oh, what's up, Jack? Welcome along. How are you doing today? My Vista's gonna need a wash soon. Loving the big vast sky. It looks beautiful. Exactly, Farmer Klein, yeah. I think that's a very, like, I mean, to an extent, West Coast kind of had that idea where you could start almost anywhere. You had 6 farms you could start from, really, and then you could always alter those if you knew how to and play around with those. But they also had like a couple of placeable yards that you could quite easily turn into your own farm if you know, if the desire was there. And I think it's nice that you can put placeable nav meshes down, so you're not restricted. Like, if you want to run a dairy farm, you're not restricted to only having it here because of you know, that's where the nav mesh is, and if you don't know how to change it within GE, I think that's great. Hey Sim, I saw one, I don't think I got around to replying to it though. I will have a look as soon as I finished here. I've had a few things to try and rattle out this morning, so I think I may have missed it. We have got 30 people in here. Welcome along, everyone. Hope you're doing very well today. How was your weekend? I haven't really been around all weekend. I was in Boston. I drove down to the US again, had a weekend down there, which was pretty cool. It was also quite nice because we were by the coast there a little bit, so we had a nice sea breeze coming in, which was glorious. Strip left there, but what can you do? We'll tidy up this corner as well, because obviously Courseplay loves leaving little leaving bits. the old job. It is always nice to spend a little bit of time away from the computer screens, that's for sure, SG. It's nice to get away, see some sights, get some fresh air. Not all bad. The 8 hours driving to and from weren't the best, but you know, you can't have it all. Hey, Mobile Farmer, welcome along, how you doing today? Welcome into the stream. How is your Tuesday going? Oh man, and with that, 25 minutes in, I am out of coffee. Well, that's gone disastrously wrong. It's weird, I don't know what... I have to go back in and fiddle with my settings again. Hey Sam, welcome along. How's the carton going? Alexander, this is a Versatile 550, I believe it is. Beautiful machine. How are the wheat yields holding up after all of this weather, Sam? I've seen a lot of very mixed reports about wheat so far in the UK. And it seems crazy because there have been so many farmers in the UK that I follow and keep in touch with who are having to stop harvesting oilseed rape because it's too dry. And like all of the years gone by where it was just a mad dash to try and finish it because it got too wet and you couldn't get in the field and it was never dry enough, to suddenly be in the complete opposite end where it's just too dry to harvest. It seems bonkers to me. Just a bit rubbish. Nash Thomas, welcome along. How are you doing today? Welcome into the stream. How are you doing? Very well. I was talking to someone the other night who said they see a few Versatiles working around the east of England, which I think is awesome. It's a brand that you don't really see in mainland the UK. Oh yeah, it's kind of cool. I love creating stripes. The invention of, in addition to FS of GPS, makes making stripes so much more interesting. Should keep them going for a little bit, Sam, no doubt. Absolutely. What area are you harvesting in, Sam? I'm assuming the UK. Yeah, it's been so dry though. Just when well, most of the cereal crops needed that last little kick, they just didn't get it. Really unfortunate. Hey Nash, I don't live on a farm any longer. I used to. Up until about 10 years ago I did, and worked on one for quite a few years. Well, worked on our farm for quite a few years, but no longer live on one, sadly. I wish I did. That'd be sweet. Hey Aaron, welcome along. How are you doing today? Nice to have you back in the stream. We're about to finish off this little block here. We're going to drive down to the other field quickly to set the big bud away, and then we'll take this back to the yard where I think it's in need of a dire wash. And then we might also... we could potentially use the Versatile actually with a... we need to buy a new corn drill, essentially. Had to get rid of the other one because it had some really poor optimization. I love Lone Oak Nash. I absolutely love this map, yeah. Trying to find the time, I've got a lot to do this week. I'm trying to find time to record another Lone Oak series, or Lone Oak episode even. Get that onto the map. That'd be awesome, because it is a great map to work on. Hello Connor, welcome along. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How are you today? Nothing like raising a little bit of dust. FK, from what I know, it was getting close. There was a few little issues that I think Oxy is working on or is finished now, so it shouldn't be too far away perhaps. Close to upload might be a bit of a stretch. Close to testing is, like full testing at least, is probably a little bit more accurate, I would say, at this stage. But again, as always, it's just a case of watch this space really. He's catching up with you, Sam. What combine is he driving? Because he could be on catching up with you pretty quickly. 14 likes! We can do better than that, people. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you are in the stream still and you have yet to subscribe, why not hit that subscribe button? You never know what you might find. I produce an all manner of content, so some of it might well be up your street. Did everybody get a chance to watch the podcast episode with CD models or 4D modding over the weekend? Because that was really good fun to record actually. Very interesting. Why have you stopped there? We'll get this Big Bud away. Big Bud's got quite a field to work on, but we're just going to leave it to do its thing. Oh, a TX62. I love the TX series. I used to cart off a TX68 for a little while. Great little machine. Well, great big machine actually. That was a big combine. Hey Gilly, welcome along. I'm doing very well, thanks. How about yourself? Welcome into the stream. Hope you're doing awesome today. We're 26. We'll give you 3 of those. Go. Yeah, Sam, if you still, if you have some time and if you haven't joined it yet, there's a link in my description here to join the Discord server. Throw up some pictures into there and let's see, it'd be awesome to see how you're getting on. Okay, and you can... Wolf the Bee, thank you ever so much for subscribing, buddy. Welcome to the stream. First stream you've seen from me, I tend to stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at around 4 PM GMT or 11 AM Eastern, wherever you may be from. But yeah, welcome to the family. We are busy working hard today on Lone Oak Farm. And this versatile needs to go back for a bit of a wash. Needs to be kind of, don't you turn up here. Of course. Of course. The traffic is trolling me hard today. There's no way I'm getting around there. John Deere 6930, another nice machine. Sounds awesome. Yeah, just chuck there's a pictures channel in there, Sam. Just chuck them in when you have a moment. And not only myself, but a lot of people like to kind of see what's going on, so that's always cool. Hey, British farmers, welcome along. How you doing today? Welcome into the stream. Please don't be a car coming this way. We are going to cut up behind the back of the taco van with this. I think that might be the best way to go. It'd be nice if we could get like a hired worker just to run escort duties. That'd be a pretty cool little feature. What's the name of the plow behind Big Bud? Alexander, that is... It's a big John Deere Colty plow. And it is that one. It's just the 26-23 discs. So it's not a plow, it's just a set of discs. This one here is a Colty plow, so this one has a ploughed effect. Yeah, right now we don't have a great deal of crops in the ground. I am going to plant a little bit more corn. I didn't want to plant any crops that wouldn't necessarily be growing in this region, so we're going to get a bit of corn in here. Field wise, you can see we're kind of... oh, that was my controller, I think. We're focusing our efforts mostly on the eastern side. But yeah, we need to kind of just make sure that that's all looking good, which it is. Everything else, I believe, has a crop in it at the moment. Does that field though? No, it doesn't actually. We've barely got anything planted. We've got a... oh yeah. 40, 41, number 1. They're all good. So we've got a few we can go at still, which is interesting. Hey Thomas Moore. Well, welcome along, buddy. How you doing today? Welcome into the stream. What I don't want to do is plant too much late in the spring because then it's not going to be ready before winter arrives. Now with corn obviously we can harvest that a little bit later in the year, which is great. But yeah, what I don't want to do is kind of hamstring us by being stuck in winter and having a lot of crops that we couldn't reach in time. How many hours do I have on FS17? Good question, Wolf the Bay. I would have to check my Steam account. There's about... not a great deal on this Steam version. I think I'm about 500-600 on here. But before I came on to... before my channel really took off, I was on PS4. Where there's probably easily the same number of hours again. So I'm probably at around about 1,000-ish, I would think. Any news on the new version of Meadow Grove HD? My answer is the same as it was on yesterday's YouTube video. I have heard nothing new. Best thing to do is keep an eye on Nathan69 Photography's Facebook page, and if I ever find out any new news, I will post it like on the comments for any Meadow Grove video. But at the moment, we're still waiting. He's got a few. Last thing I heard, he had a few little things to change, and he's just still working through those, I think. That's last I heard, at least. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Farmer Client. Thomas, that should be... I hope that answers your question. Let's give this a little bit of a wash down. You have 2,000, Aaron. Crikey, that's awesome. And in all that time, what was the best map you played on? I think we're done with the plough as well. That's going to go back into the shed, keep that out of the way. I used to have a PS4, British Farmers, don't have one anymore. Sold it not too long ago actually. It was just kind of gathering dust on my shelf, so decided to get rid of it. Lovely stuff. Actually, no, we're gonna drive in. Hopefully this will work. My favourite map? Good question, HC. I really love the West Coast still. I keep reverting back to that map for series or for live streams, so I really do love that map. I still love Coldwood Park Farm as well. I think that's great. Oakfield was fantastic in its detail and its kind of almost expansiveness. Really, it just felt huge. Now we need to try and stop that. Timed that pretty well, didn't I? That was pretty good. Well done, me. What's the main crop for Lono? It's going to be, at the moment I've got wheat in the ground only, but the main crop is going to be corn this year, and then we'll diversify with some soybeans I think next year a little bit. But currently, yeah, we're looking at just corn and wheat. We're also doing a lot of hay, a lot of grass work. Alright then. Actually, I need to buy a new drill for the corn. We're gonna go big. I think it's the only way we can go. We're gonna go for that. Yes. No. Bye. Hello, Pedro. Welcome along. How are you doing today? Welcome into the stream. Hope you're doing alright. My main crop right now is corn, soybeans, and wheat for straw. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking of, to be honest. That's kind of the same line of crops. Works well. We don't need that. We don't need that either. What I'm going to do, I've realised I've got a little bit more mowing I can do, which we're going to finish off as well. I like kind of parking things I'm using in this little section here. I started rowing up the hay as well last night because I got a little bit bored. So in fact, yes, what we'll do, I'm going to take the little old farm hole with the 2 trailers on. We'll take these away. We'll sell these little square bales, I do believe, and then we're going to get the rest of this raked up and get it all looked after, and then that can be baled at some point. We got ourselves a convoy. Hello Hugh, welcome along, how are you doing today? Farming in the UK, great question. Sam, I wasn't up until that point, no. Getting that one though, unless I've missed some. What do I want to see most in Farming Simulator 19? I'm really looking forward to seeing how the kind of multiplayer system works. I think that could work very well. I love the idea they've got going there. I'd love to see. I like the difficulty idea. I like the new game modes. So either easy or like kind of new farmer, farm manager, or start from scratch. I think they could be very good. But ultimately, I was talking with Virtual Farmer last night, actually, and what I really look forward to seeing is how the old, how the materials look. Because there are certain screenshots out there now that if you go back and re-examine them, the materials used and the textures of those materials look fantastic. Really, really good. I'm doing very well, thank you, the Western Husky. How are you doing? Welcome along to the stream. Nice to have you back on board. Go, 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 come on. I love this little sun canopy. I think it's great. Which comment was that, sorry, Alexander? Most of them are coming through. If I missed them, I do apologise. My chat is not on the same eye line as my screen, so I have to keep looking down, which is also convenient for when I crash. When I crash, not if I crash, because sadly it's predictable. What is the use of the dogs in FS19? The dog is just a companion more than anything. It's just going to be able to follow you around. I think we're waiting to find out more about that, but I do believe I read somewhere that you can kind of summon it and it'll kind of just wander around with you. So not much more than that, really. It doesn't look like it's going to have a purpose in terms of, you know, rounding up sheep or anything like that. It's just going to be as a companion aid. Hello, Brad. Welcome along. How you doing? Yeah, actually, that would be I don't know how they would do that, but that would be pretty interesting. Like, if you walked into a field and with the cattle or the sheep, for example, and they ran away from you in there, so you'd have to have some way of herding them up. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, that's cool, Sam. Yeah, when you probably went away, chance we may have gone to some dodgy signal. Look at the smoke! Yes! Get them back. All of the power right now, that's what we're using. All of the power. No, they've got plenty of pay down there for now. Yes! Get up that hill! I love it! I do see that one, Alexander, yes. Yeah, I think it'd be awesome, Western Husky, if like a dog would just sit in the side of the floor of the tractor cab down there somewhere. That'd be kind of neat. And maybe it will. Maybe it'll follow you if you select it too, to kind of jump into your cab and sit with you inside there for the day. Oh, excellent. You're really cracking on now. Well done, you. Flying along, working on all aspects. Pollution. Yeah, this is not going to meet any European emissions standards, I don't think, sadly. Nice little screenshot, that. What are the most hours on the map? Good question. I would say in FS17 at the moment, the most hours would likely be. Let's just get that up as well. There we go. Yeah, most hours I think would probably be West Coast actually at this stage. Yeah, maybe West Coast probably by a country mile actually, the more I think about it. Because I had a Let's Play series that I started on PlayStation, then kind of transferred over to the best I could. Rubbish. Oh, this just ain't gonna hustle. Transferred that over to PC and carried on that. So yeah, I'd probably say West Coast. Hey CD, welcome along, how you doing? For those of you who have yet to as well, do go and check out episode CD and I released on Friday. Grow and Understanding interview with CD that was A, very interesting and informative, but B, also just good fun to make. Got a lot of work done on West Coast there. Even if I did have to go back through and, you know, straighten up some gate posts, you hit CD. Hey Tig, welcome along, how you doing? My most hours would be Sandy, it's 170, hey, that's still pretty good. That's not bad at all. Looks like you've been getting some good hours in on the trailer work, CD. It's coming along very nicely. Sure, Sam. Yeah, any pictures you have, feel free to stick them into the Discord, that's not a problem. I like pulling a convoy like this. What I don't like is the fact that I need to work on my settings still, but we can figure that one out. Thank you, HC. Thanks for stopping by, and we will catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, whatever you do. Oh, I think it's a must, the Western Husky. I think it's definitely a must. You've stopped there as well. Why have you stopped? Hello Tyler, welcome along, how are you doing today? Welcome into the stream, buddy. Yeah, this is a little bit, it's a nice tractor, but we could do with a little more speed here. Look at that for some old school. I should probably have those on. There we go. Excellent. Alright, so we're going to take this back up to the field here. We'll load up some of the rest of those bales. They should probably, well, they should fit into 2 loads because there was only 2 trailer loads there. We won't lead them back over, but we'll just get them out the way so that we can get everything rowed up properly. That look good. Hello Aditya, welcome along. How are you doing today? Oh, all over the place. Hey Duffer, welcome in, buddy. How are you? Nice to have you on board. Still selling square bales. £62 for a square bale of hay. That's outrageous. Oh yeah, and what I love about the fact that you can place your own farm and you build your own farm is that even when we start on FS19 we have 3 maps that we know. We've got Estancia, Lapacho, we have a European map to be confirmed, and we also have Ravencroft, the American map. Mel, welcome along. Thank you ever so much for subscribing. Welcome to Simulation for the Nation. So with those 3 maps, we know that, you know, we've got like limited maps to start with, as always when there's a new version. But the fact that this, like, you can place your own farm in different areas means that in theory no one's game save should be the same, really, which I really like. Now work position is on. These little trailers are fantastic. Soon makes light work of these two heaps. Although I might need to have a look at to see what the load area is, because it's not very big. It could be bigger, that's for sure. Hello Sinan, welcome along, how are you doing today? I'm doing very well, thank you, Duffer. Yeah, I just saw that. I'm doing very well. Having a great Tuesday so far, even if I did think it was Monday. Making myself dizzy going in all these figure of eights here. Yeah, quite possibly, Pedro, actually. That's a good way of thinking about it. Quite possibly. We're going to stick this here for now. No, my mind was on Monday still, Aditya, even though I am firmly in the middle of Tuesday. Oh, lovely there, Sam. Great stuff. Where's my rake? Down now. I like using Lone Oak and being able to kind of flip between ginormous machines like the Versatile down to a little old farm hall and back again. I think that works really well. I think we're just gonna take. Let's just go. We'll just take two at a time, make it nice and easy. Sometimes it feels like it's on pause at each year, but no, that was just me being a bit silly. Which also happens quite frequently, so easy to see why you may get confused. Red Army of Masses. It's the way to go, the Western Husky. You cannot go wrong with that philosophy. I'm thinking of, I might have a new stream map coming up very shortly, and that could well see quite a few Masses making an entry. Oh lord, look at that. I'm gonna have to take that one then. Oh yeah, gameplay, I think it's going to be a while off until we see any of that. From what I've heard from Sim and Virtual Farmer, who obviously saw a sneak peek of it at FarmCon there's a lot of work still to be done, so if it takes time, it takes time. I'd rather wait to see some great gameplay than to see something rushed through a little bit, that's for sure. Hey RAS, welcome along, how you doing today? Man, this really doesn't want to turn quickly. Look at that. Get around the corner. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Yeah, doing very well today. Well, it would be if I was driving a straight line. That'd be even better. Let's just take this a bit wider so I can try and sneak that in there. Are we gonna get it? Are we gonna get it? No. Missed it. There we go. You get the Mahindra Gator if you pre-order for console, I believe. Yes. If you order for PC or Mac, I believe it is the John Deere Gator. Gators all round though. Whereabouts do I live now, Sam? I live in Ontario, Canada. Used to live in the UK. But yeah, Ontario, Canada these days. Oh, you get it for PC as well? Oh, excellent. I did not know they made a Gator either, Aditya. Not until they announced it. So we all learned something new there. Looks like Mr. Rainbow Dave has just come live. I'm going to finish up this row here, or maybe these 2 rows, and then we shall call it a day in about 3 or 4 minutes time. I'm sure he's got a bit of a countdown going. Yeah, Tig, there you go. Just answered that actually. We will be finishing very shortly. Less than 5 minutes, I should say. We're going to finish this row, finish that row, and then that'll probably be us for the day. There we go, nailed it. So it looks like we know what we're doing in our next stream. We'll get this all baled up pretty quickly. Lots of bales to get stacked up and collected in at some point. Tig, the Tech Farm tap cut is on the mod hub. However, it needs to be installed through GE. So you need to go into there and make it work properly. Catch you later, the Western Husky. Thanks for stopping by, buddy, and we will see you in the next one, all being well. Catch you later, Sam. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy that. Hello, Fancy Elliot. Welcome along. You have joined in just as we're about to finish here, unfortunately, but thank you nonetheless for stopping by. Really do appreciate that. I hope you're having a great day, and we are going to leave it there. So thank you to everyone who has watched. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have yet to do so, do drop a like for the stream, and if you're new to the channel, do hit that subscribe. And we will see you all later. Mr. Rainbow Dave is now live, or on countdown, so he should be coming up very soon. There's a strong chance I will see you in his forum at some point. Got a few things to do first, but we'll get around to that. Meanwhile though, we will see you all later, so have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll be back streaming live tomorrow, so we will see you all then. Until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Why did I say Wednesday? It's Tuesday. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday.